What is up, everybody? This is Cody, aka DFS Prodigy, coming to you live. Talking about the Miami Dolphins. Like I said, I did the Bills already. This is kind of a segment about the fantasy impact that this team is having. With the Dolphins, we have a lot of interesting points to talk about. But before we get into the helicopter for me, though, definitely subscribe. And let's talk about this quarterback spot. So Tua, do we trust Tua to play a full season? Um, we know the upside's there in the rushing department. We know Tua, he can throw the ball downfield. It's just what is his impact going to be with all the injuries that occurred with him last year? They're running Mike White as a backup. We've seen the upside with Skylar Thompson here and there. It wasn't great, but Tua, if you can snag him in the later rounds, I like it. It's just I hope that he can play a full season. I love the upside though that this kid brings. We know, I do. I like seeing him on the field. The running back spot is where it's going to get interesting with Jeff Wilson, Mostert, Kane, and Gaskin. So Gaskin's kind of the odd man out. I don't really trust Gaskin. A chain, I like him from A&M. We saw the upside that he had, the speedster. He's young. We know that he is a speedy guy. I love the upside this kid brings for a kind of third round back, kind of a pass catcher ability. Jeff Wilson, we know the upside that he brings to the table. I love his upside that bringing him in. Mostert, I think this is his job to lose. I like Jeff Wilson here. If I can snag Jeff Wilson later rounds, I'll love it. Now the receiver spot. Waddle, we know. I love him. I like him a little bit more than Tyreek Hill. I don't know what's going on with Tyreek Hill right now with his whole legal issues. Um, Tyreek Hill, though, we know he can snack him in the upper rounds. Robbie Anderson, downfield threat. That's what I like to see. I like having that downfield threat or Robbie Anderson that I think is going to do well for Tua. Um, Braxton Berrios on the Jets, we know he has upside also. Freddie Swain, Seahawks, we know he was a downfield threat. There's a lot of downfield threats for this team with Tyreek, with Robbie Chosen, with Braxton Berrios, with Freddie Swain. I like this wide receiver group. I like targeting them in the later rounds. The tight end spot is what worries me with Durham Smythe and Tyler Croft. I like Croft a little bit more than Smythe. I like what I saw out of him on the Bengals. Um, it's kind of what I'm liking. Like I said, they brought in Tron Armstead. Well, the offensive line looks good. So this Miami Dolphins team, this is going to be an interesting season for them. Tua can stay healthy for the full allotment of season because I think you're going to get a lot of Jalen Waddle this season. Cedric Wilson, if he starts over Braxton Berrios from Robbie Chosen, then he's going to be a later round fantasy round darling. I like getting to some Jeff Wilson and Devin Achane, but this is going to be a good season for the Dolphins, I think. If everybody can stay healthy, this is going to be a great season. But I know that's short and sweet, and I cannot wait to talk about the next team with y'all.